back again. It's been a few weeks. Man, it's been a couple of weeks, something like that. Just got off work. We got some updates, and also wanted to share a few little things. So I guess without further ado, we'll jump right into it. All right. So first thing, I keep hearing American jurisprudence, American jurisprudence, American jurisprudence. Encyclopedias of law. So I got on eBay. I got both these for less than $30. This one is really interesting. It seems to have to do with how to write contracts, interestingly enough. And this one is the desk book, which is just packed full of all kinds of stuff. It's got the Constitution, it's got Declaration of Independence, Articles of Confederation. There's a lot of really old documents and contracts that were established back in the day, like, 1800s and whatnot. Very interesting. The thing I like the most about this particular book is its copyright date was 1962, and John F. Kennedy was the last president listed inside this book. Kind of nostalgic. Anyways, so that's just to show you, I saw online a complete set of American jurisprudence was like $7,000. If you're a thrift shopper, man, you can find this shit on eBay and you can pay practically nothing for these books. I'm not suggesting y'all go out and buy this stuff. I was just really curious because I keep hearing the American jurisprudence getting thrown around. And I just had to see what was up. I hadn't made it down to the library yet. I have a difficult time with not having a car and a license, aggravating my older mom to get up with me early in the mornings and drive me down to the courthouse, and then have to turn around and come back and get me after a couple of hours. So I'm putting that on hold. And that's a story for another time, which is a very interesting story, and I do plan on sharing it with y'all, but tonight is not the night because I'm tired. I want to drink my drink, I want to watch some television, and I want to space out for a little bit. So for those of you that enjoyed watching me smoke, we're not smoking. I'll just go ahead and throw that out there right now. Anytime you see me making videos in here, we ain't about to fire up because it's mom's house and she just shit a brick. That being said, let's get into the good news. So as we all know, we've been dealing with some creditors, and we've been creating negotiable instruments, and I'm really not sure if I've created one with the statements that were given to me or if it was already a negotiable instrument to begin with. Nonetheless, we filled these things out, and in a fashion that was like a bill. So just to refresh everybody's memory, this one was for the Spring Creek emergency. And anyways, this is what the collection agency had sent me. And I returned it to them with the accepted for deposit, blah, 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 made it out like a check. That's old news. So, unfortunately, the game plan was, I thought what was going to happen was I'd end up getting something in the mail from these folks. I never got anything from the mail. And I don't have any way to verify the proof because I wasn't going to sit down and take the time to screenshot a bunch of BS that I got off Credit Karma and weave it into this video, even though I've got this really cool app that I pay for that would let me do all that. I'm just, well, honestly, I'm just too lazy. It is what it is. Nonetheless, news has been given. Before we get into that, this is something I've kind of been pondering on, and I've been thinking on, and I just want to pose a question because it's one I've had to ask myself, and this is all kind of on a spiritual level, but you'll start to understand the more you dive into this stuff, especially if you dive into your legal studies in congruence with Bible studies. The journey you're on here, or I don't know about everybody else. Journey I'm on is a spiritual one. The Bible makes it pretty clear. This is not the way man was intended to be let loose into the world. We weren't subject to some other man's authority. We were subject to the authority of God and only God. And in all of this bamboozling that's been done since the 30s, and actually probably beyond that, but definitely since the 30s, the American people have found themselves contracted into bondage. And it's really, it hurts my feelings a little bit, because it's like I try to talk to my mom about this stuff, and she's just like so indoctrinated. I mean, she really believes you got to pay your bills, you got to pay your taxes, you got to do this, you got to do that. And it's like, even if I come at her with law and show her, look, law says this. Oh, well, that's not how I was brought up to believe. Well, it doesn't matter what you're brought up to believe. I'm telling you what it says, you know. You were brought up to believe things wrong, same as the rest of us. Whatever. It is what it is. Point I'm getting at is, in order to fight any battle, you gotta know who your enemy is. So, I want all of you to sit down tonight and ask yourself this question: who's my enemy? And it's a warranted question. I mean, it really deserves a little bit of observation. I asked myself this question, and I used to think it was corporations. I used to think it was the government. I used to think it was the police, the courts. Man, was I wrong. Man, was I wrong. When I really, really got to the truth of the matter, I realized I was my enemy. I was my enemy because of this unwillingness to retrain my brain. I was my enemy because of this unwillingness to learn these things. I was my enemy because I wanted to feel sorry for myself and continue to get high instead of do what was expected of me and stand on my square like a man.
This is BDN, bringing you the good news of God's love.
A lot of us have a misconception of what makes a man. Violence doesn't make men. Fear doesn't make men. Righteous and honorable behavior does. So, that being said, when I was able to establish who my enemy was, I've gotten a lot more success in what I've been doing. And you know, it's interesting because I have to retrain my brain all the time, man. I mean, like constantly. I'm retraining my thought process because, you know, I got a short fuse. I got to get angry real quick, and still do to this day. But I have to check myself. And I found that in recognizing who the enemy was, it's made it a lot easier to fight these battles. So, I pose that question again to all of y'all, man. Who's your enemy? Who's in your way? Because whoever's in your way is your enemy. And I gotta say, if you can figure it out enough to realize that you might be your enemy, then you probably are. And until you can get yourself out of the way, ain't no sense in fighting anyone else, because they're all over there. You got to get through the guy here first. Then you can get to them. All right. Enough of that shit. We're off for this spiritual kick for a minute. Good news. Good news. Got on Credit Karma 2 days ago and had a notification saying something changed my report. So if you go on Credit Karma, you look and you've got Equifax and then you've got TransUnion. My TransUnion credit report showed three accounts that were negligent. My Equifax report showed 4. We wrote 3 letters on 9/20. We wrote one to Commonwealth Financial, okay? We wrote one to CAC Financial, and we wrote one to Avante USA. Okay. So what occurred was, with these letters went the statements that I had received in the mail from them. All of this stuff got shipped out, certified. Now, this is the signed copy back from Commonwealth Financial. I've not gotten the other 2. However, interestingly enough, checked my credit report. Avante is no longer on my Equifax. They were never on my TransUnion. However, CAC Financial was on both. Now they are not. Now, unfortunately, Commonwealth Financial still seems to be sticking to their guns on this and has yet to remove their debt from my credit report. I'm going to give them another week. They've corresponded with me, but I hadn't gotten anything since the last correspondence, and I did write them back. I don't remember what I said, or maybe I didn't write them back. My organization is for shit, people. I try really hard. I've got look at this. Got a little box, my little folders, my files, and I try to keep all these shit together so that I've got a clue of what I'm doing, and I really don't have a clue of what I'm doing. it's just, I don't know, man. Boy, I try, but I can't seem to ever keep it together 110%. Anyways, Commonwealth Financial still got their stuff posted. I'm gonna give them a little bit more time, just because I'm a nice guy, and then I'm gonna start sending them notices. And when I say notices, I'm basically being honorable in our business dealings. And I'm going to let them know that they just need to take the shit off my credit report, that the bill's been paid. U.S. Treasury's paid it. I know they paid it. These 2 jokers removed it. So why can't you? And we'll do that another 2 times, because we've already sent them the first notice when we sent the instrument. So the funny thing is, the credit score hasn't changed. I really thought it would when this shit came off my report, but it's not gone up. As a matter of fact, it went down because I've exceeded my ridiculous 30% of credit limit. I don't understand all this stuff, but I got a secured credit card. I got $200 on the card. I pay that bill every month. The only reason I actually send these people a check in the mail is because I'm trying to build and establish my credit. But I got dropped a gem the other day. And I'm going to share this with y'all. There's a gentleman on YouTube. His name is Yusuf L. He does high frequency radio. And he actually has a university website that you can enroll in, and you got to pay like a monthly dues. But he has got a wellspring of the wellspring doesn't even cover it. Dude's knowledge base is like the Atlantic Ocean. I'll be honest with you, the man probably puts 75% of the people in the legal profession to shame. I mean, he really does. He is really, really smart. And, I don't know if he watches my videos or not, but here lately, it's like, some of these little things that these little questions that I drop at y'all and just little tidbits here and there, he's been answering my shit, man. And, I really enjoy listening to him. His videos are long. They are long. But he's got stuff on bills of exchange and negotiable instruments. He's got stuff on secured party creditors. He's got stuff on getting motherfuckers out of jail. He's got all kinds of stuff. High frequency radio. That is my dude for real. I got a lot of respect for that man. He's really, really been on this. You can tell he has, and he knows his shit. He knows it well, and you can tell when you watch these videos that he ain't reading no script, man. This guy's got this stuff in the brain. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna hang tight for a minute on Commonwealth. See how they want to play the ball. I did want to share this one with you. This was an interesting one. So this receipt here is from the law firm that had control of the debt collection for Hamilton County Municipal Court, or the County of Hamilton, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I was on probation for 3 years. I never did pay my probation fines. Didn't get my dime. Anyways, I got kicked off probation, but that bill still exists apparently. So I did all this, accepted for deposit, blah blah blah, and wrote them a letter and told them that I apologized for the negligence of the bill. That I finally learned how to pay bills, and this was never issued to the credit reports, and it was sent out on September 18th. That's been over a month, and I've not gotten one letter back. Nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. Y'all can come to your own conclusions on this. I highly suggest everybody take the time to read the Bill of Exchange Act of 1882, the Negotiable Instruments Act of 1881. And if you haven't read the U.S. or your state constitution, you probably should. This stuff is, it's all right there in black and white, man. Peace and blessings to y'all, respect and love. Oh, I talked to my nephew today too. This thing with trying to get the bond paid without having to pay the bond is a little bit of a lengthy process. So we're just taking donations. I think I've given him about $130, and some other folks have gotten some money together. He says he's getting closer and closer. So payday, I'm gonna throw him some more bread and try and get this kid out of jail and see if I can help him get his shit in order, man. So when he goes to court all this goes away. The stuff of this victimless crime is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'll give y'all some fun facts. United States of America makes up, it's like 3 or 5% of the world's population. And do you know it houses 25% of the world's inmates? We are slaves, y'all. We are slaves. Every one of us. Black, white, brown, yellow, orange, green. I don't care what you are. If you say you're a U.S. citizen, you're a slave. And they can deal with us any which way they want to, because they own us. So, the next steps are going to be getting unowned. So this is going to be an interesting journey, man. I'm excited, and I'm excited to share it with y'all. I really am. Much love and respect to everyone. Seriously. Oh, you know, and it's I got this one from Yusuf. But if you come over here and you watch my video and you like this shit, man, hit that like button for me. Yusuf seems to think it's stealing if you don't. And I kind of appreciate that, because I mean, I ain't looking for nothing from any of y'all. It's bad enough that you're getting robbed left and right from everybody else out here in the world. I'm not trying to do that to you, but man, you come over here and you watch my video. If you like what I'm saying, or if you're using what I'm saying, man, push the damn like button. Or if I can get Google to cut me a check, dude. Let Google cut me a check. Come on, man. Help a brother out. I'm helping y'all. At least I think I am. I hope I am. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't be here to begin with. Anyways, so we'll be back in a few weeks. Going to family reunion Saturday in White Pine, Tennessee. Really excited about that. Christmas right around the corner. We'll see what the days bring. I don't really know where we're going from here. I do know if we have to write Commonwealth back, then there will be another video in relation to that, and I'll show y'all what I did, and you know, we'll take that step together, and we'll see where their mindset is, if they're not already in the works of removing this stuff from my credit report. That being said, though, Commonwealth Financial is the only thing left on my report. So for those of you that doubt what's going on, I don't know, proof's in the pudding, man. Proof's in the pudding. I'm seeing the shit disappear. I'm watching the bills get paid. I am. So, don't take my word for it. Do your own research.